Championship. Presented to you by Oscar De La Hoya's Golden Boy Promotions. Sponsored to you by Hennessy, Never Stop, Never Settle. And the Gata, the official beer of boxing. And odds for tonight's fights are brought to you by Bet Online. This bout is sanctioned by the Texas Department of Licensing and Regulation for Combative Sports. The three judges scoring this championship contest are Daniel Sandoval, Wilfredo Espero, and Lucy Rogers. And your championship referee at the sound of the bell, Lee Rogers. And now, ladies and gentlemen, for the final bout here tonight, El Paso, make some noise! 2 diamonds, 1 ring tonight. Who will shine the brightest? Damas y caballeros, it's golden time!
Introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing gold with white, he officially weighed in at 146.4 pounds. In 15 professional contests, his record is impressive. 14 victories, with 9 wins coming to you by way of knockout and only 1 defeat. Fighting and residing out of North Hollywood, California, here is Ferdinand Lucky Boy Kerobyan. And across the ring stands his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, wearing red with white. He officially weighed in at 147 pounds. Tonight he steps into the ring perfect, 9 bouts, 9 victories, with 7 wins coming to you by way of knockout. Presentando el invicto de Tamaulipas, Mexico. Here is Raul El Cougar Curiel.
Gentlemen, hoping for a tough, clean fight tonight. Remember to protect yourselves at all times and listen to my commands. Best of luck to both of you. Let's touch them up.
Time for the main event as we get going. 10 rounds from the University of Texas, El Paso. Raul Cruiel trained with Freddie Roach, Wildcard Gym in Hollywood, California. Desde Tamaulipas, Mexico. 2016 Mexican Olympian Ferdinand Lucky Boy Kerobyan from North Hollywood, California. He has some pop, he has some power, so it should be a good one as they go back and forth. Beto Duran, Sulem Urbina. Sulem, how do you see this one coming out?
I'm very excited about this one because they're both heavy hitters, you know, and they actually know each other. They've sparred each other a few times already, so I'm wondering if they're going to get started right away.
Yeah, they know each other. They've been on a lot of cards together. This fight was going to happen eventually. They both knew it. Roberto Diaz, Golden Boy matchmaker, let me know. And it was it's Golden Boy against Golden Boy tonight.
This is a fight that definitely, you know, the winner is going to have a huge step in the right direction. I like the way Kerobyan, you know, pops that jab.
Letty Ariola checking in. Lita Kerobyan checking in. Josue Martinez checking in. Salvador Carrillo, a big fan of Jeremiah Gallegos, as we see the comments that you guys have on the Facebook app. Curiel with the left hook. Started training with Manny Robles when he turned pro out of Mexico. Made the switch to Freddie Roach. He also trains with Joselito Vasquez, a Mexican Olympian. They both live together. They both train with Freddie. Saludos a Joselito, el campeón de México, que nos está mirando ahorita en el centro de Los Ángeles.
Joselito Velázquez. And
there you
yeah.
go. Him too.
Yeah, you know, they're my former teammates back from the amateurs. We're all at the Olympic Center in Mexico City.
Yeah. Yeah, Joselito Velázquez, saludos a él. And Curiel went to the Olympics in 2016. Brazil came down with food poisoning and did not fight. And here he is as a professional now with a 9-0 record. Kerobyan will come at you. Kerobyan will stand right in front of you. You will not have trouble finding Kerobyan tonight.
No, Kerobyan's right there. He's in his face. He's popping that jab. He's throwing those big punches, you know. Curiel's moving to the side and making him miss that right hand, you know. But it's definitely going to be an exciting fight.
Kerobyan will load up, but he will also open himself up. And his battle with Blair Cobbs in 2019 at the Avalon in Hollywood was one of the best fights I've ever worked. They just stood toe-to-toe and went back at it.
You know, I like how Curiel is popping that jab. I also want to see him, you know, start going to the body. I think that's his signature punch. I love how he throws that gancho to the liver. And as the rounds go on, I'm sure we're going to see that.
Second round of action coming your way. Raul Cruiel in the red and white, the Mexican, Tamaulipas. Lucky boy Ferdinand Kerobyan. Kerobyan also played basketball in high school, has a huge following anytime he fights in Southern California. Ferdinand last fought in 2020, January at the Hangar in Costa Mesa. Got a second round knockout, and then COVID hit. So it's the first time that he gets back into the ring for Curiel. His fight was in January of this year, American Airlines Arena. He got a second round stoppage, Ramses Agaton. Curiel looks good. At times he was having trouble making the 47, so he'd be fighting at 50 or 51. But the discipline is there now from the Mexican fighter. El Cougar is his nickname. It's not because he's an animal, not because he's a cougar. Curiel is his last name, but it's Raul Cruiel Garcia. So he combined Curiel and Garcia to C-U-G-A-R, Cougar.
See, all these years I've known him, I never knew that. I always wondered.
That's why I'm a professional, Salem Urbina. Call that show prep. Ferdinand Kerobyan called Lucky Boy by his family because he's that kid who would win every card game, every board game, every gambling game. It doesn't matter. And it's like, oh, I got him beat, I got him beat. He would find a way to get it done. So the families just started calling him Lucky Boy, and it stuck with him. He's that kid you just don't want to gamble with. And here he is as a pro fighter.
Kerobyan is starting to mix in the body shots very well. A straight right hand to the body. Curiel is moving very well to the left, and Kerobyan doesn't seem to cut off the ring. He just lets him move. Good body shot landed right there by Kerobyan.
Yeah, you see Kerobyan's going to load up on the shot, on the big shots. He likes his power. This is about the pace that the fight's going to go. Both bouncing around, both moving around.
This is a good fight. You know, it's very evenly matched. They're both in there. Nobody's starting to dominate just yet.
Shot landed by Curiel. Kerobyan answers with a 1-2 of his own.
Curiel seems to be, you know, setting his feet a little better now, going forward a little more.
Beto Duran, Salem Urbina, who will be fighting for a 112-pound title on July 9th. Right now you're watching Raul Cruiel and Ferdinand Kerobyan. Saludos a toda la gente que nos está en Colombia, in Mexico. Hello to our friends up north in Canada, eh? Honored you're watching us with a O-U-R, of course. Salvador Curiel says, Cougar's moving too much for my liking. Do you agree with that, Salem?
I think he's getting, you know, the rounds, and he's trying to figure out how to, you know, break down Kerobyan. But I think at the end of that round, he planted himself a little more and, you know, started landing punches. I think he's going to start to switch it up a little bit.
Huepa, saludos a toda la gente en Puerto Rico. Right now, Mofongo would be amazing.
Sure would.
Here we go. Third round. No, not you, Salim. You're on a diet. Yo no. Curiel bouncing around in the red and white. This is the most I've seen him move around, though. Usually he's just staying still. I think it's his
Curiel
fourth
has
fight
good
now with Freddie
boxing
Roach.
skills. I think he hasn't had to, really move around too much. He, depending on the opposition, but now he's facing a stronger opponent in Kerobyan. So, he has to be smarter and mix things up. And like I said, in this round, he's actually not moving as much as he was the first couple of rounds.
Curiel is fluent. He's bilingual. He taught himself to speak English by watching TV. But he was just here. I love languages. And he said, if I'm going to fight in the United States, I better be able to do interviews in English. And one of the first times he was in Vegas, he got to the dais and at the press conference spoke in fluent English. I'm like, all right, good for you.
Very impressive, talented young man.
Lucky boy, Ferdinand Kerobyan in the white. Started off in the club scene in Los Angeles back in 2017. He was fighting at QC's 2020 in Montebello. Got the eye of Golden Boy. Started boxing at the Belasco. Then he fought at Fancy Springs. Stopped Lucius Johnson at the Forum. And then after that, more Golden Boy shows. Belasco, Avalon. So he's been around. Roberto Diaz likes him. He brings a crowd. He's a fun fighter.
He's exciting to watch. I mean, look at him. He's going forward. He wants a fight. And, at the end of the day, it's entertainment, and he entertains.
Yeah, this is an entertaining fight. Even the people who don't watch boxing and watch this, like, oh, I like this. Like Tony Contreras, who's a casual boxing fan, is watching this right now. He's like, okay, I'll dig this.
I like how Kerobyan is throwing those straight punches to the body.
Right hand landed by Curiel. Solid right by the Mexican. Doubles up the jab, another right. Closing out the round strong is Curiel. That'll do it for 3. Fourth round scheduled for 10. Our main event on Golden Boy Fight Night, exclusively on Facebook. Wins for Jose Gonzalez, Manny Flores, Alexis Rocha. All of them coming via knockout. This one close, back and forth action.
Curiel is landing good punches, moving to the side, getting little angles here and there. I think he knows it's a 10-rounder fight, and Kerobyan is all game, so he's mixing up with his boxing and brawling at moments.
And that's something that's interesting, too, because normally you look at this fight, you're like, oh, this is an interesting one. But now with the state of boxing, where fights are hard to come by because of COVID and not many shows, and obviously it's starting to open up a little bit more, but you can't say no to fights, right? If matchmakers call you, you got to go, and you're like, wait a minute, I don't know if I want to fight a guy like Kerobyan or Curiel right now. Well, they're going to pass you up. You better take this.
Yeah, opportunities are coming. You have to take them, especially in times like this. You never know when you're going to fight and when the next opportunity will come, so you got to take it and run with it.
Yeah, this is an interesting one for Golden Boy. Winner or loser, it's still going to be in the mix somehow, but it depends. Are you going to move on to the next step, one step closer to your dream of a title shot, or are you now going to be an opponent? Be very interesting in how you go back and forth.
And Kerobyan needs to stop trying to load up, throw more combinations, and stay to that body to slow down Curiel.
in El Paso, Texas. Kerobyan and Curiel going back and forth. Body shot from Kerobyan. Bouncing around. Curiel not bouncing around as much, is he?
He's not. He's staying there. He's throwing good combinations and then moving out of the way, but not really moving as much as he was the first few rounds. I think also those body shots from Kerobyan, you know.
If Curiel get a little gassed as he gets hit with the left hook.
Kerobyan's a strong guy.
Yeah, conditioning for Kerobyan looks good. Curiel looking tired here at the end of the 4th round.
Yeah, Kerobyan looks like he's.
Okay, hear that? Purchase your tickets. Except for me, I get free ones. All right, here we go. 5th round of action. Raul Cruiel, Ferdinand Kerobyan, and don't even cost the lens husband or manager or trainer, porque no hay nada para nadie. But right now it's a good one. Curiel and Kerobyan, 5th round, scheduled for 10, and not much separation between the two.
They're both in there. It's a good fight. I liked how in this round Curiel started coming forward a little more. He came out as the bell rang and caught Kerobyan flush. Kerobyan, though, he's, you know, he has a chin.
Yeah, they were looking at the right eye of Curiel between rounds too.
Yeah, Kerobyan has been really busy. He has a solid jab.
Body shot from Kerobyan. Curiel said that was low. We're right on the belt. It looks like Kerobyan looking fresh here in these middle rounds. Curiel starting to breathe from the mouth, Sulem.
Yeah, that's not a good sign. While Kerobyan, you know, he's still coming forward. He needs to double up more on that jab and throw the right hand a little lower to the chest. He's throwing it a little too high. If he brings it down a little more, I believe he'll catch Curiel.
Curiel holding. Yeah, first 3 rounds, Curiel was bouncing around, spring chicken, and now se le está acabando el gas. Yeah, he's looking sloppy the last 2 rounds.
And Ferdinand seems to be landing that right hand pretty well and often.
Trying to slip is Curiel, trying to get away. Kerobyan cuts the corner, gets him into the corner. Right hand from Kerobyan. Best shot of the night. Another strong right hand from Kerobyan. Curiel holds on. Lucky boy loading up on that right. Uppercut from Curiel, followed by a quick left hook. Taking another deep breath is the Mexican, Curiel in red. Body work from Kerobyan. Curiel trying to hold on. Strong round for the Armenian, Ferdinand, lucky boy Kerobyan.
Yeah, Kerobyan needs to really go after that body. It seems to be doing more damage than the punches upstairs, you know. Hit the body and the head will fall.
Hit the body, head will fall. Spoken like a veteran fighter. Team Curiel fans starting to get a little pressure on their side. And Curiel comes out, holds on immediately. He doesn't look good right now, does he?
He looks like he's getting a little fatigued. Kerobyan, he still looks fresh. He's coming forward, and I don't know, that swelling in that right eye also.
Yes, the swelling on the right eye of Raul Cruiel. So Freddie Roach with Blair Cobb's victory. Gabe Rosado victory. His fighter right now, Raul Cruiel, battling with Ferdinand Kerobyan. Lucky boy in the white from the Valley, the 818, the great 1-8. He's looking strong. Yeah, he's just throwing 1, 2, 3, 4 punches at a time. Nothing back from Curiel.
Kerobyan's punches look very, very solid, while Curiel's punches seem to have lost some power.
Yeah, there's no zip from the punches of Raul Cruiel right now.
He's in there. He's throwing some punches. It's just you can see the difference, you know, in the solidness from Kerobyan.
It's like Kerobyan doesn't respect any kind of his power, right? He's just coming after him now. Overhand right from Kerobyan. That moves Curiel back, who holds on. Less than a minute to go in the 6th round. Another overhand right. Curiel can show he can take it, but for how much longer? Moving back and forth. And Curiel is holding on anytime he can. Lucky boy with a hook. Curiel is wobbly right now. And holding on, referees have to separate the two. Lucky boy just jumps at him.
Curiel is doing the right thing, you know, hugging anytime he gets the opportunity to do so.
And Ferdinand doing the right thing. He's holding you, just keep on hitting until the referee separates you two. Final seconds of the 6th round. A strong round for Lucky Boy, Ferdinand Kerobyan. He's the B-side tonight. He's not looking like it midway through the fight. Kerobyan's fans on Facebook are going wild right now. They're sensing that their guy is looking good. Curiel comes out throwing punches, and Kerobyan answers him immediately. Referee lets him work out. Like, everything is just on Kerobyan's side right now, isn't it, Salem?
Definitely, and then Curiel, you know, leans over, holds, whatever it does, and like you mentioned, Kerobyan punches, he stays busy. He just looks more solid, stronger.
Body work this time for Kerobyan. Thank you for joining us on the Golden Boy Fight Night, exclusively on Facebook. Make sure you go to the Golden Boy Instagram, Twitter, get all the information from what happened today in El Paso. Excellent job by the Golden Boy social media pages, the media and entertainment department, getting you all the information behind the scenes looks. Right now, Joselito Velasquez is telling him, "Vámonos, Curiel." But this is where you got to dig deep, right, Sulem? You've been here before.
Yeah, you got to dig deep, see how much, show how much you really want it. Curiel, he's still in there, you know. It looks like Kerobyan slowed down a little bit in this round. I don't know if he's taking this round off, like Toño Diaz would say, but
Hey,
Curiel is in there.
he's just taking a break. So sometimes you just need to just take that. Last round I went all out. This one I just need to catch my breath.
Personally, I haven't done it yet, but I've seen more experienced fighters do it. I just fought my first 8-rounder, so I haven't been there yet.
But that's also interesting too, because in the women you guys only have 2-minute rounds. I know you're an advocate for having the 3 minutes, so there's no time for you to take a break.
No, 2 minutes go by so fast. You can't do that in a female fight.
Yeah, gradually they're trying to increase it to 3.
Yeah, I hope they increase our pay too, though.
Gradually they'll increase your pay, Salim. Hey, you wouldn't fight for a world title. Things have changed. Your life can change. You'll see Salim in a world title fight July 9th on DAZN. Big right hand from Kerobyan. Another overhand right from Kerobyan. Curiel answers with 1-2 of his own, but there's nothing behind him. There's no power behind Curiel.
Curiel's fighting with his mouth open, and Kerobyan is you know, just walking through his punches right now.
Eighth round, Ferdinand Kerobyan in white, Raul Cruiel in the red. DC checking in, Dallas, Texas, New Zealand, Fort Wayne, Indiana, North Carolina, all right, Portland, Oregon, Rio Grande Valley, 951, Nova Scotia. Thanks for everybody checking out the Golden Boy Fight Night Show. It's the main event. Ferdinand Kerobyan looks like he's controlling this fight the last couple rounds, Sulem Urbina.
Yeah, you see Kerobyan actually moving around a little more. Curiel seeking Kerobyan. I wonder what Freddie Roach told Curiel in the corner.
Mabuhay to everybody in the Philippines. Wyoming, Mississippi, Hickory, Indiana. Of course, a lot of Armenian fans watching right now. Lucky boy Kerobyan. And Curiel has been holding the last couple rounds, Sulem.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do in there. Good right hand right
Finally,
there.
he lands a good right, Curiel. Go to the body. More of that for Curiel. Eighth round scheduled for 10. Saludos como siempre a toda la gente en México. This is where Curiel needs to just step it up. He's giving away too many rounds. Uppercut, right hand from Curiel. That's what Freddie Roach wants him to do. Both Golden Boy fighters.
Curiel is doing well in this round. He's actually catching Kerobyan with the bigger punches.
Curiel gets great work inside Wildcard Gym, you know, if you're sparring there every day. Fort Benning, Georgia checking in. All right. Much better round for Curiel here. Cougar needs to close it strong if he wants to get back into this. 1, 2, 3. That's a nice move from Curiel. Moving back, Kerobyan. Uppercut from Curiel. Kerobyan eating some shots. Curiel going for it, stepping on the gas. Kerobyan's hands all the way down. Kerobyan's legs are wobbling. Cougar, can he finish this round? As Curiel looking strong here in the 8th. Takes a deep breath. Kerobyan got rocked with a couple of shots. And that'll do it for 8. An excellent round for Raul El Cougar Curiel, and Kerobyan goes back slowly to his corner. Arco, you've seen him a lot at the wild card. Ninth round, momentum from the 8th on the side of Curiel. What can he do here in the 9th? It's scheduled for 10. Cougar with the right hand. Kerobyan hasn't recovered from the 8th. Kerobyan on instinct, eating a right hand as Curiel splits the guard. The middle rounds were all Curiel holding on. Last round, it was Curiel bringing it on with the pressure and the power. Fight has changed, Sulem.
Fight has definitely changed. Curiel is out for the kill, and Kerobyan can't seem to get his legs under him. He's definitely hurt. Curiel needs to stay on him, keep the pressure, work the body, and he's gonna go down.
Conditioning a factor too. We saw Curiel breathing heavy between the middle rounds. Now it's Kerobyan who has his mouth wide open. Kerobyan fighting on instinct. He's not putting any kind of resistance, is Kerobyan in white. Time is called, the low blow. Could they have been on purpose?
I don't think it was. They were just inside. Honestly, I didn't see that it was low, but I could be mistaken.
Well, regardless though, Kerobyan's gonna get a couple of seconds to recover. because I don't think he recovered from that tough 8th round. All right, we go back into it. 1:30 to go in the 9th round. And we got time.
Timekeeper fell asleep right there for a second.
1-2 from Curiel. Uppercut, left hook from Curiel. Those are nice shots from Cougar.
He has beautiful uppercuts inside. He needs to really stay on Ferdinand if he wants to completely close this fight in his favor.
Wow, goes Kerobyan. Big chopping right hand from Curiel. It was a matter of time. He'd been working him since the 8th round, and finally Kerobyan hits the deck. 45 seconds to go in the round. Curiel smelling blood. Curiel stepping on the gas. Curiel chasing Kerobyan around. On the ropes of Kerobyan. Uppercuts, and that's it. It's over. El Cougar, Raul Cruiel with the 9th round. KO.
Le salió lo mexicano a Raul Cruiel.
Ladies and gentlemen, here from El Paso, Texas, let's put our hands together for both of our warriors in the ring. Rogers steps in and puts a halt to this contest. The official time comes to you, 2:10, round number 9, to the winner by TKO, still undefeated, and the new NABF welterweight champion from Tamaulipas, Mexico, Raul El Cougar Cruiel.